Good morning, students. Let's go for the next problem. Given the following information, units of output 5 lakh, total fixed cost 7 lakh 50,000, variable cost per unit 2, selling price per unit 5. So variable and selling price, if you multiply with output, you'll get the values for a variable cost and the selling sales. You are required to determine the break-even point. The second question is the profit if 4 lakh units are sold at rupees 6 per unit. So whatever units output is given earlier and whatever selling price is given, that is different adjustment. Okay, so when the given different point question is asked, what is the given output and selling price? For a second question, we have to use 4 lakh into 6 rupees, not 5 lakh into 5 rupee. Okay, so two questions asked, break even point. Simply the given break even point means better you do in units as well as in rupees. The profit, if we want to calculate the profit, if the sales is given means we have to prepare the marginal cost sheet. Okay, first you will do the, before doing the calculation of break even point, for all the formulas, even for a break even points, we required a contribution. Okay, so because in the formulas total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit, so we required a contribution per unit. First we'll have to calculate the contribution, even though if they are not asked in the question also, we require a contribution. First we have to ascertain the contribution. Okay, so calculation of break even point. First we'll calculate contribution, that is sales minus variable cost. So sales is 5, variable cost is 2, so contribution is 3. Next we have to go for calculating the BP in units. BP in units, total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So total fixed cost is given 7 lakh 50,000 divided by 3. So in units you'll get 2 lakh 50,000 units. 2 lakh 50,000 units. Then come to BP in rupees, that is total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit into selling price per unit. So 7 lakh 50,000 divided by 3 into, what is the selling price? 5. Get 12 lakhs 50,000 rupees. It is the units, it is the rupees. The second question, what they ask you to calculate, if calculation of profit. If they ask you to calculate profit when sales information is given, we have to prepare a statement. We have to prepare the statement. Sales, for this point, the units sold is 4 lakh into 6. 4 lakh into 6, 24 lakhs. 4 lakh into 6, 24 lakh. Less variable cost, that is 4 lakh into rate. For this point, they are not given variable what is the rate, but already in the problem they have given variable is 2. Variable means rate is constant. Even in the last chapter what we rules applied, variables means rate is constant, but fixed means amount is constant. So variable, whatever may be units produced or sold is different, but rate is constant. So same rate, what is 2 rupees given in the problem, same one we have to take. So 4 lakh into 2, 8 lakh, 16 lakh is the contribution. 16 lakh is the contribution. Less fixed cost, 7 lakh 50,000 divided by, deduct that, you will get 8 lakh 50,000 as the profit. Okay, so when the sales is given, profit asked to calculate mean we have to calculate like this by preparing the statement. See the seventh question. Calculate the break-even point sales. Fixed cost is 40,000. Variable cost per unit is 6. Sales price per unit is 10. So they asked for a break-even point. So only one question is asked. We have to calculate only break-even point. Before calculating the break-even point, what we have to calculate is contribution. Always first we have to ascertain the contribution. Then only we can go for the solving the problems. Okay. Now we'll prepare the problem. Calculation of contribution. This sales minus variable cost. Sales minus variable cost. Sales is 10, variable is 6. So contribution is 4. So BP in units. BP in units. Total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So total fixed cost is given 40,000 divided by 4. You'll get 10,000 units. You get 10,000 units. Just to calculate BP in rupees. BP in rupees. Total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit into selling price per unit. So contribution is 40,000, sorry, total fixed cost 40,000, contribution 4 into selling price 10. You get 1 lakh rupees. You get 1 lakh rupees. Okay, next problem. From next problem, we'll have a 14 marks problem. Up to this, whatever is there, again you go through that. You whatever 2 problems, today's problem, you write it in your notebook. And tomorrow, in next class, I'll start the 14 marks problem. It is also similar only, but 3, 4, 5 questions they'll ask point wise they will ask. So each question we have to treat separately. In the previous problem, we did 2 questions they asked. One is for BP, one is for calculation of profit. Like that, the other problems like calculation of margin of safety and calculation of sales if profit is given. Okay, like that adjustment will come. So all that 4, 5 points we have to do it in the 14 marks problem. Okay, that is only the difference. Thank you.